Today we're doing a first look of Salt, Sugar MSG by Calvin Eng and Phoebe Melnick, who are together, partners, married, maybe married. They were fiancés when they wrote this. Anyway.
What a tour.
It's a first look. What are the rules for the first looks, Bryn?
We both read the entire book cover to cover. We make a few recipes, we tell you what we think.
Boom. 3 rules.
You really put me on the spot there. It took me a second.
The couple of recipes that we are making today are the sizzling steamed fish with the seasoned soy sauce. There's a separate recipe for the seasoned soy sauce. And yao jiaguai panzanella.
Many of you will be more familiar with as youtiao, the fried dough sticks, like crullers, Chinese crullers.
Ready?
Let's get cooking. We use swansai all the time, these like pickled mustard greens, but Calvin says he soaks them to remove some of the acid because they're too sour otherwise, which I think is so interesting. I've never done that once. This really felt like the perfect summer recipe because it's got apricots, it's got peaches, it's got tomatoes. We've got mustard green sauce all over the counter.
That's okay. And then it just goes straight in. Add the mustard greens and let those soak. Okay. So those will soak while we get the other stuff together.
So Calvin is the chef and owner of Bonnie's in Chinatown, New York City, Manhattan.
It's named after his mom.
Yeah.
So cute. I did a little bit of sleuthing on him, actually, because I was curious what his background is. So he went to school. He went to culinary school.
Yeah.
Worked in a few different restaurants. He was actually CDC at Winsun.
Okay, we're familiar.
Like, yeah,
Taiwanese.
We did their cookbook, Taiwanese American food. We did their cookbook a couple of years ago. And then right after that, he started Bonnie's. But his partner has been in food media since 2014.
And she co-wrote the book with him.
She co-wrote the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phoebe co-wrote the book with him. She's a video journalist for New York Times Cooking.
So I particularly love regional Chinese cooking. This is something we've talked about quite a lot. Cantonese is definitely an area where I have very little experience. I've got a little bit from things like walks of life and whatever, but if you want to learn a lot about how Chinese American food came to be, there's a really good book that talks a lot specifically about Cantonese American food called Chop Suey by Andrew Ko. It's probably my favorite book I've ever read. It's absolutely fantastic, highly recommend. But that got me very excited to try this. Reading through this, so many tags.
Yeah, I love the tags.
There's like, I don't know, a row and change. Like so many recipes I was excited to make. The first one that caught my eye, we didn't end up having time to make, which is a pomegranate molasses char siu. This looks so ridiculously good. But this fish, I think, is gonna be really good for a weeknight situation. A little bit less of a event and set us up for a video like this more easily.
Yeah.
Oh, he speaks Toisanese, which
Well,
is
his parents are from.
But that's only like 4 counties in Guangdong. Like it's such a small area. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
But this is one of those things that people kind of always, I don't know, white people, Americans always talk about like, oh, you speak Chinese or do you speak Mandarin or Cantonese? And this is a perfect example of where like Cantonese people can't even understand Toisanese. So it's a pretty specific dialect.
Yep.
He talks about it giving him street cred with the vendors in Chinatown, which I thought was very cool.
He talks a little bit about growing up. He felt like he was different from all the other kids that he went to school with because he would bring food that was different and like had a really hard time feeling like he belonged.
Sure.
When he was a kid and kind of like resented his heritage for a long time. And then he got older and realized how great it was to grow up how he did. His parents lived in Chinatown. And he didn't appreciate it when he was young and resented it, but then he talks about starting the restaurant Bonnie's as a way to like nod back to his upbringing and feel good about it. He says Bonnie's is a restaurant for kids who grew up a little confused about their identities and where they fit into the world, like me. A restaurant for kids who are now proud of their heritage like me. A restaurant dedicated to my Cantonese roots and my American upbringing. There you go.
Sweet.
And then he says, and a year or so later, that same appreciation morphed into something more, this cookbook. So all these recipes are deeply rooted in classic Cantonese flavors, but a few of them have kind of an American twist to them. I think most notably is the BLT fried rice. Well, he gives that as like an example of like Cantonese flavors mixed with
He also,
American.
right in the head note for it, he talks about how they have a rule of bangers only in their restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't particularly enjoy frying rice at home, so we didn't choose that one. But the other one that was like really appealing to me for this meal in particular, and very much fits that bill, was the Coca-Cola and lemon chicken wings.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, yeah. Not that I didn't see all of them, but
Yeah. I don't think I've ever bought apricots before.
you've eaten them, right?
Maybe like twice. Peaches. Now, Peaches and I go way back.
Do the peaches go in that bowl too? It says just the tomatoes go in the bowl.
Oh, because they get seasoned first?
Yeah.
That's fine. So this is a book that I heard about on The Dinner Plan with Maggie Hoffman. A lot of people brought it up. A lot of people mentioned it. And so it was on my list to try. I just didn't get my hands on it until recently. So I think this is the last cookbook of this season for us to try. So for those of you who don't know, the cookbook seasons are really fall and spring. Fall being the big one, but this is like the end of the spring season. Books really, like the mainstream books really stopped coming out, I don't know, a couple months ago. And we're just finally getting to the tail end of them, which means we don't necessarily have content for the next few weeks. So I think we're just going to focus on getting the blender stuff done.
At least until the fall books start to come out.
Because I think we can just I think we can just get some more big reviews done instead of trying to like kill time essentially. I don't think that makes sense. So we'll get the blender stuff done. Maybe we'll get the food processors in there too. We'll see if we have time for another cookbook, or if another one fits the bill. But
if you have any that you really want us to do a first look of, let us know.
yeah. Also, like where we always get to the existential questions of like, well, what do we owe people? Should we be doing like the wishbone kitchen stuff that doesn't appeal to us but is like a big deal in the industry? Like, do we need to cover that kind of thing? I think the answer is no, but I'm not sure. I don't know. What do y'all think?
I don't know. We'd give it a fair shake, but we want to know if it's
Yeah,
actually
it just doesn't appeal to us. This is the same
to
problem
do
with
something that doesn't really appeal to us.
I don't want to say problem with By Heart because I think the food was good. It's just that the tastes, like Haley's tastes, don't necessarily correlate to ours, and it's like very heavily Italian influence, which just isn't our favorite cuisine. We'd much rather spend time with a book like this at the moment, but we also felt like we should cover it because Haley's such a big figure in the community.
Okay, I'm gonna get the sauces together so we can start tossing this stuff in. We're going through a lot of bowls.
Oh, this has been preheated. We want to get those into the dressing as soon as possible. Oh, we finally got the unicorn magnums in. We got a big one and a small one. So I think we'll probably do a pepper grinder review at some point. Now that we've got the big ones, especially the ones that are hard to come by. I feel like I've been thinking about stupid pepper grinders far too much lately. One interesting note I saw was that he said all these recipes were developed and tested with only 2 feet of cooking space, like counter space.
Got our scraps bowl. He talks about how he always has a scrap bowl.
See, I have a problem with
On the
scrap
side?
bowls. I like the concept, and I like not working over the trash. However, in many cases, I've thrown trash into my like actual working bowl and vice versa. As long as they're very distinct, I don't have a problem with it. But especially like this, where we have 1,000 of the same bowl, sucks. I hate it. Just so there's a little color on them, I think those are okay. They're a little browned on top. When are the tomatoes done?
The tomatoes should be done.
Okay, great. So we can get everything in together pretty quickly here. I like to use all the stems.
It just says to draw out the juices. It doesn't say to like drain them. You use
part of the
the
dressing.
tomato juice as part of the dressing. Okay.
It's a little more than half a cup, but I like cilantro a lot. Are you ready for mustard greens?
We're as ready as we'll ever be.
Drain them and discard the soaking liquid. Wrap the greens in a paper towel and squeeze out any residual water.
Oh, okay.
Now we can get that soaking for the rest of the time until we're ready for dinner. It says at least an hour. I don't think we're going to get quite an hour, but I think it'll be just fine.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. I'm so used to people saying wait to dress your salads until like the last minute.
That's to preserve crispiness, and that doesn't seem like an issue here.
But this is like,
Do you want to
nope,
get that in there?
soak everything and soak everything and let it sit for an hour or 3 hours. Man, I hate this perforated nonsense. Fry, cut it with your teeth. Fry's like, I can contribute to this. Do you want to wash some dishes, actually? That'd be great. Push you to work.
We'll keep those paws busy.
Yeah.
And the recipe calls for either a cup of his chicken stock recipe or water. I'm splitting the difference and just doing my own chicken stock, which is literally just chicken carcasses and lemongrass. I think it's gonna be just fine for this purpose. I feel like I'm just making a mess tonight. It's so weird trying to get back into the swing of this. Been busy coding for the last 2 weeks while we were wrapping up that review. And it's weird to be back in the kitchen cooking on camera. Everything feels awkward and clumsy. Clumsy is the right word.
Everything
feels clumsy. We're doing some 5-spice action.
I can just toss it in here. Star anise.
Oh, it smells so good. I just know that's gonna be so bomb on fish. I love anise with fish.
Do you think when he says 1 small cinnamon stick, he means like half a one of these? Like a full one?
What? That wasn't meant to be passive aggressive.
It was, though. Why was it so passive aggressive?
Listen, I'm new here. It's been forever.
Why are you doing this?
MSG.
Yep. A half tablespoon.
I'm gonna go slightly light on it. I don't have an aversion to MSG, but also like I usually like it slightly less. Just because once you like taste it, it's just so obvious. So I like to err just slightly on the low side because if you overdo it, it can be easily too much.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Bring to a boil, reduce to medium low, simmer for 15 minutes. Great. Oh, we got julienne green onions. I hate it.
Culinary school. Ugh.
That's not what I said. I said I hate green onions.
What I heard was culinary school. Ugh. Julienne, my butt. All right, so there are 88 recipes in this book.
Oh, interesting. I didn't count.
Some of them he says are like bonus recipes, and it's like cooking rice.
Okay.
Which I'm counting as a recipe because he has a full like written recipe for it. So if
That's a
you don't,
utility recipe, right?
yeah, like he has a few utility recipes in here, but 88 total. 4 sauces, 4 seasonings, 12 breakfast recipes, 10 snacks, 10 vegetable recipes, 11 rice recipes, 10 noodle recipes, 12 meat recipes, 7 seafood recipes, and 8 sweets, aka desserts. He says that he loves breakfast, but he doesn't like traditional American breakfast. So a lot of his breakfast, like he doesn't like cereal and oatmeal.
Yeah.
And pancakes, he thinks.
I saw recipes for like soy milk and stuff in there.
Right. So there's like soy milk in there, and there's Hong Kong eggs. He says that he likes to eat late at night, so there are snacks in here because he's like second dinner. Sweets, he says that he wasn't really into sweets that much until he met Phoebe, but now he's changed his tune a little bit, and so he's included some sweet treats at the end. Obviously, the dish that we're making tonight is within his seafood section.
A rare seafood recipe for us.
Aside from the salads. In his vegetable section, he talks about how most of his vegetables, especially the harder to find ingredients, are subs. He's like included subs for them. Some of them are not always 1-to-1, but he doesn't want like a specific ingredient to stop you from trying to make a dish. So he doesn't want you to like, if you can't find Chinese broccoli, he doesn't want to stop you from making the clay pot rice is the example that he gives. So he's like, broccolini will do just fine. It's not the same exact thing, but...
Yeah. There was only one sub he suggests that I disagree with, and that's Shaoxing. He says you can use dry sake, but it's just so different. Shaoxing rice wine is so specific flavor-wise.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I think he's just trying to make it more accessible, and that's totally valid.
Right.
You often use Shaoxing in sauces with like soy sauce and sugar, right?
Oh, right.
And if you do that with like sake, you end up with something that tastes a lot more like teriyaki instead of like a Chinese flavor, right?
Sure. On the note of ingredients, he does have an ingredient, like common ingredient list in the front with like online resources to buy a lot of these, especially pantry staples. He's got a lot of online resources.
He's got some really nice brand recommendations too.
But I like that. Yeah. I like that he goes through and he'll give you specific brand recommendations for things. Like fried garlic. His recommended brand is Golden Buffalo. Soy sauce. Having a recommendation for like, okay, Pearl River Bridge.
Is that the one he uses? I thought he used Lee Kum Kee.
No, he says he recommends Pearl River Bridge for light and dark soy sauce.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Having somewhere to start,
Yeah.
I think, is really helpful. But I like that little detail. And then he's got some tips for like being ready. Now he's very back of house because he'll say like proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Piss poor performance. Come on.
Fail to prepare, prepare to fail.
Yep.
Those sort of things.
Classic.
So he's trying to help home cooks by saying like, okay, before you even start, clean your sink, get your dishwasher ready. Step 1.
I went into that chapter not expecting to be stoked about it because I think there's a lot of things that you do in a commercial kitchen that are just like very efficient, but kind of, I wouldn't expect home cooks to do them. The stuff he lists is like perfect.
Yeah, totally.
Though, like I fully am on board with it.
Yep. It's easy. Clean your sink and empty your dishwasher before you even begin. Set up a garbage station. Slap on a pair of gloves, especially if you're... I mean, the pair of gloves thing I'm hit or miss about, but I get why you would do it.
People
Secure your
love to
cutting
pick
board
on-
and label everything. And this is assuming that you have like tape and label for...
People love to pick on creators for wearing the black gloves, but it's so useful.
It's so
especially,
useful.
Like, if you go back to a lot of our videos like this, I'm just constantly washing my hands. So it's a pretty useful trick.
Yeah, I think the nice thing about our kitchen setup is that our trash can is like literally right next to us. Like here is the location.
It's also it's still nice not to have to work over a garbage can, but yeah. Our old kitchen counter had a trash hole in the middle, a compost hole, and it was the best thing.
So nice, unless you forgot to empty it, and then it got
And I never did.
and then it got a little smelly every once in a while.
Fry, what's going on, buddy? Are the coyotes getting to you?
The call of the wild.
Because our local fishmonger didn't have good whole sea bass right now, at least in the right size. I just went with fillets of striped bass, which is probably my favorite whitefish.
He does say that you can use fillets also.
Yep. There's guidance for it too. Set it
Do
on
I
the
have
tray.
to salt this at all, or just
I don't think so.
straight up?
Just
Hold on, let me double check. Let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. Okay, so no salting, just add the ginger.
We're gonna put a whole bunch of soy sauce on it, so it'd be kind of weird if we salted it first. So just yesterday we put out the Third Culture Cooking Review as we're shooting this, and I've been busy working on new product pages and stuff. As part of that work, I actually decided to retheme the entire website. So it's all dark mode now. We've had a lot of people ask for dark mode, but
I'm excited for it.
I hate
think it
doing
looks
user
great.
themes. Like I really just want to choose like one aesthetic for the whole thing, and so dark it is.
Dark it is.
But it also is going to make all the like bright colors pop. Like all the product pages and everything are like really bright, and so I wanted those to stand out.
I don't have to cover up eyeballs with ginger.
So I just went by the weight he gave, and I think this will be fine.
What stinky thing did you just get out? Because I want it. You have to heat the oil until gentle wisps of smoke appear.
Yep.
Gentle wisps.
I want to temp this. Oh yeah, we're already there. You could just do that with your regular fingers too.
No.
So we're going tablespoon of light soy sauce. I'm going to just do a half each. Boop. Then we got the seasoned soy sauce, which is quite a bit thicker and darker. It smells phenomenal.
You just want to use the little skillet for the oil?
Yeah.
It looks soggy.
I think that's the intent.
It smells really good though. I'm excited to see what the mustard greens taste like in this
Yeah.
context. I see some wisps.
You see wisps?
Yeah.
Wisps.
Some gentle wisps.
All right.
That sizzle.
Would you like to try some food?
Yeah. Yeah, so he says that this is a dish that his mom would make like 2 to 3 times a week for them. It's like one of his favorite comfort dishes.
I feel like my seasoning fell
yeah.
off. I'm not feeling like I got much
A
flavor
lot of it
from that.
fell through the cracks. Maybe it also looks like hers is, or his is like swimming in it.
Resting in it, yeah. Would you like some more?
Yeah, it's a little bland without it, but I think that's because it's like
Yeah.
dripping through.
I also think if you
The
put
small
on the
basket.
scallions first, they kind of absorb some of it and hold it on. There we go.
That better?
Way better. It's a neutral dish, kind of by
Yeah.
nature of the fish, but I really like that soy sauce.
I think it could use a little more soy sauce
Yeah.
personally, but I think that's just because it's falling through the cracks.
Do you want it over here so you can just dip it?
Yeah, I actually kind of just want to put it on my rice so that the rice has it.
That's a good idea, yeah. Is that enough, or do you want
More.
more?
With the scallions and stuff, especially. Pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of needs a plate to work, or something lower where it can have more surface area in contact with
Yeah.
the oil and the soy sauce. Because I think they both drain off so fast that you don't get this sizzling effect as long.
I think if we had just taken it off of this and like
Done it
onto
on a tray. Yeah.
a tray, we would have gotten there. And I think that maybe that was the intent, but it was a little
He just put the note in there of like, you can do it like my mom and just serve it on the steamer tray. And so I was like, oh, that'll be great.
right.
Or maybe if it's like a plate on top of something like this, I guess.
Right.
Maybe that's what he meant by steamer tray. The other thing is maybe seasoning internally, like letting it sit salted in the fridge for a while.
Right. Well, that's what I was wondering if we needed to season the fish a
Yeah.
bit, but it's okay.
I really like this soy sauce.
Soy sauce is great. Do you want to move on to the salad?
I mean, I'm not done with this, but I'll still try some.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. That is soggy.
Yeah. Everything is very soggy. Yeah. Are super soggy.
The yao jug wai is like so soft,
Yep.
so wet.
The pickled mustard greens are, I actually don't get a lot of flavor from them. There's a lot of chewy texture in this, but it's like the only crunchy thing in here, really.
My experience with Cantonese has largely been that there's like less preference for acid and more for chewy textures. So I think both of those things we're seeing here.
Yep. I like it with the peaches and apricots, but like, I've been just craving fruit. So that hits for me.
I mean, I'm enjoying it.
I am too.
Neither of these are like huge hits for me though. This one, I think I like understand how to improve it in some ways. You know, I'm interested in doing that because we actually make fish with
Yeah.
rice quite a bit. We do tayo sadam, which is like a
Oh.
yogurt rice. So it's
My
a cold
God.
rice. It would be great with something like this, but as is on the steamer tray, I don't think it works as well as I hoped. Yeah, the big problem for me on the fish is just the seasoning. And the vegetables are quite raw still, even though we sizzled them. So that's,
I wonder if the oil wasn't hot enough.
could be. We tried to go by signals and
Yeah.
I thought we had them, but like,
I assumed we were in good shape, but it could be that we needed more wisps.
I think the most important thing is like time in contact with the vegetables. And so having a solid tray underneath it would have helped.
Well, don't do this if you make this recipe.
I'm sure that his mom is using a different kind of tray. This must
Right.
just be a misread.
It's still pretty good.
It's just underseasoned
Right.
in this version. I think light smash, it's like not offensive, but it's not like compelling on both of them.
We're still eating them, so
Yeah.
it's like, it's not like we don't like them. There's just a few things. I think the flavor on this salad is really good. It's nice and salty. The fruit comes through. Like you can taste all of the components of it. It's just it's just really soggy.
For me, it's
I think it's more of a textural thing for me than like a flavor thing because I like the flavors.
I want more acid personally.
I like how salty it is.
No surprise there, but rice vinegar
Right.
is just like so low acid and it just doesn't hit for me. But that's what it is. I don't think everything needs to be aimed at me,
Right.
you know? What besides these recipes were you excited about? Can you give me like your top 3?
Interestingly enough, the top 3 recipes for me are all in the breakfast section.
All of them?
All of them. Yep.
Wow.
The taro hash browns. And then there's the Hong Kong scrambled eggs that look amazing. And the stuffed golden lava French toast also looks,
With salted duck egg custard.
it looks incredible. I want to try it. There's another recipe in here for iced black sesame milk. But yeah, those are my like top 3.
Nice. Mine are from the exact opposite end of the spectrum. The Fuyu cacio e pepe main looks really interesting. I love Fuyu. Cacio e pepe is hit or miss for me, but I think the concept sounds really compelling. The roast duck without a duck is like Cantonese roast duck, but again, with a chicken instead of a duck. The pomegranate molasses char siu looks so good.
Also looks good.
I love char siu.
As far as like a chef cookbook goes, this was pretty easy to work out of, which is sometimes not the case. Sometimes there are very chefy books that are very chefy, like the Winson book. It was great. A lot of the food was really good, but it was really steppy.
It was on the complex side.
It was pretty complex, yeah.
Yeah, food was great.
So I think he's doing a good job of like, he is a chef, he is professionally trained, but he's trying to keep it something that home cooks can do.
Says the girl who wanted the stuffed golden lava French
I
toast
really
with
do.
salted duck egg
I
custard.
really do.
All right, so while cookbooks are kind of out of season, we're going to crank out some equipment reviews. Definitely blenders. We might squeeze in some food processors. We talked about rice cookers. We've got a few fun ones on the list, but
In the meantime, if you have cooked out of salt, sugar, MSG, and you have opinions about it, you can write those over on cultflave.com in your own review of the book, letting other home cooks know how you felt about it and the recipes that you thought were really good.
if you want to help us make more reviews, cultflave.com/subscribe.
$20 a year.
And that's the only way we're funded, and we need your support.
Cool. All right. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you.
In the blender review.
I don't know.
Whatever it
It's
was.
something. One of those.
There we
Yeah.
Got there.